Today, we're not only living in a medical conspiracy, we're living in a financial conspiracy too. This is the business opportunity that you don't want to miss, I'm telling you. It's a product-driven company that's making profound changes. And the sooner you get in, the better. You know, I've been all over the world since I got involved with Xyngular, and it just keeps getting more and more exciting. And for me, as a doctor, as a teacher, what I want to do is educate as many people as I can. So I'll just tell you a little bit about my background. You know, as a chiropractor, I started out 11 years ago, and in those 11 years, I've been able to see approximately 6,000 plus patients. So with Xyngular now in the last 2 years, I've been able to help more than 10,000 people. By the end of today, it'll probably be 10,080 because that's how many more people are going to be joining my group. And it's not that I'm doing anything special. All I'm doing is using Xyngular's platform, their global platform, and I'm using Facebook to educate people. But that's first and foremost, it's a product-driven company that's making profound changes. And one of my best testimonials that I have is a guy that's actually lost 209 pounds in about 12 months without gastric bypass, without bariatric surgery. So that's pretty darn exciting. But what I want to do here is just show you a little video, and then we'll get started.
One of the best things terrorists could do is just build more fast food restaurants, maybe add another pharmaceutical company, have a couple more infomercials, and encourage people to eat the way they eat now. And everybody's going to be dead in 100 years. They can just walk right in, don't have to do a thing.
Superstars, large fry, Big Mac, Coca-Cola, go on, man. Pick your poison.
1/4 of what you eat keeps you alive, and 3/4 of what you eat keeps your doctor alive.
I used to get high for a living, eating all the bullshit food they sold me.
Cancer rates going up, heart disease going up, stroke going up.
We're poisoning ourselves with highly processed, nutrient-depleted foods.
One of the major problems is what we do to the soil and the air and the water and everything we take in, our food.
We, for whatever reason, decided we're going to spray everything with every kind of pesticide, herbicide, larvicide, fungicide. We decided we're going to genetically modify things we don't know anything about. Can we actually improve what has already been created? And the answer is maybe, but not the way we've been doing it.
If you want to know what's wrong, look down at the table. It's staring back at you.
Think of it as chronic malnutrition, because that's what's going on.
But if we think we're going to go to the doctor and get a pill for everything, we've missed the whole point. We have been taught our whole lives to be consumers of modern medicine, which is pharmaceutical medicine. Good health makes a lot of sense, but it doesn't make a lot of dollars.
The drug industry has every right to make money, no question about that at all. The ethics, I think, need to be very closely watched.
What the pharmaceutical companies are doing may not necessarily be in the interest of our population.
You can be as sincere, and you can be sincerely wrong.
Approximately 106,000 Americans die from pharmaceutical drugs each year. And these are people who took the medication as directed.
There's a lot more turning to alternatives because what's being done beforehand doesn't work.
There is no magic bullet, but there is a lifestyle change that reverses serious chronic disease. It's cheap, it's simple, it's safe, it's effective.
The solutions are here. They've always been here. Every single person in the world, every culture, every language, every person in the world knows it. You are what you eat. Food does matter.
It's a choice. You don't have to be sick.
Yeah, if you really listen to the words in that video, you can understand where we are headed in society today. And that's really what got me into chiropractic in the first place, was I believe the body can naturally heal itself without the use of drugs or surgery. However, you know, I'm not anti-medicine. I do believe there is a place for medicine at some point. I've actually had over 100 medical doctors refer patients to me at some point. But what I believe is, today we are living in one of the biggest lies out there in America. We are living in a toxic paradigm, and we're also living in a risk paradigm. In other words, the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, there's a lot of things going on out there, a lot of chemicals that are being added to our foods. There's a lot of different things that are being added all over, from cell phones, you name it, every aspect of your life. If you're putting deodorant on in the morning, if you're using shampoo, your clothing, everything has chemicals in it. And so you're being exposed. So no, we cannot get away from that exposure, but what we can do is actually counter that, and we can have an insurance against that type of exposure. And if you look right here, you can see what's happening. Today's reality is pollution and toxins are found in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the products we use, the food we eat, and we are subject to an overwhelming amount of toxins daily. I can't even imagine, what's happening from the time our kids are born, from the time they're immunized, with all the medications and everything that's happening out there. No wonder 1 out of 3 people are being diagnosed with cancer, and you've got heart disease being one of the #1 killers out there because of the obesity going on in America today, and a lot of that is from the foods we're eating. Not necessarily the lack of exercise, of course that doesn't help, but a lot of it is done right in your kitchen, the foods we're eating, the fast food. But look at the soil depletion. This is where it all starts here too, with the foods. Not only is there a lot of harmful pesticides put in our foods, the larvicides, everything that video was just talking about there, but look at the percentage here of the mineral depletion that's happening in the ground. North America alone, you're talking 85% depletion of soil. South America is right up there, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Everybody's having depleted minerals in the ground, and that's being transferred into our bodies. And look at the cause of soil depletion, growing population. Look at the population growing all over the world. You've got large-scale industrial logging, aggressive farming techniques, pesticides. They're killing all the microorganisms that are needed in order to grow healthy food that has a nutrient base. And of course, the overuse of all the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium that's going on out there. But did you know the levels of vitamins and minerals in our produce has actually decreased? Look at broccoli, lettuce, and potatoes. Look at the small amount of vitamin C, iron. Those are they're on a downward spiral, and it's all because of the soil depletion that's happening. And this is what's crazy right here. I mean, imagine it takes 8 oranges today to get the same amount of vitamin A your grandparents used to get from a single orange. I mean, that's incredible. So that goes with apples too. Apples, oranges, bananas, anything out there, you have to eat a lot more of it. And who's going to do that? How many people are going to remember to eat an apple a day or a banana a day? Not too many people. But there's 2 undeniable facts. Soil is obviously getting a lot of people sick. It starts right there. But we've got sick plants, sick people, and you really have little chance of maintaining good health if you continue doing what you've been doing. I mean, we're living in one of the biggest lies going on right now today in America with our healthcare system, with our, if you want to, our wealth care system as well. That's something we're going to get into later on. But we are consistently deprived of nutrients and minerals in order to actually to function properly. And so that's what we're going to get into with this product line here, what this can do. This is not a cure-all. This isn't necessarily going to cure anything, but it's something that you can add to your body on a daily basis. But we're talking about the cumulative effects of toxicities when combined with malnutrition. It's created millions of unhealthy people living with degenerative diseases such as arthritis, osteoporosis, hypertension, all these things that somebody in here, you guys would probably know somebody in your family that has one of these diseases. But what's nice about our products is the fact that they're convenient. You can use them on the go. When I came here from Michigan, I threw in a couple of these products in my suitcase, got through the border okay. Nobody said anything. I don't think we've ever had any problem with that, so that's good. But they're easy to take and taste great. I went out last night. Gino bought me a new bullet blender so I could mix up my protein shake. And I've never been a protein shake guy. And when I was in practice for the last 10 years, I started to get out of shape. I was actually about 195 pounds at 5'6.5" maybe. And once I started to try these products, I lost weight. And for those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, you can see what has happened to my body. It's transformed. My waist went from 38 inches down to 30 inches. And I put a lot of those pictures on there not to brag, but to show you if you take these products to the limit and follow the structured eating plan that we have, you can change your body. But most importantly, what we're doing, we are detoxing our body, reducing inflammation. It's more of an anti-aging line of products.
Changing people's lives in as little as 8 days.